on TikTok. You can only follow 10K people. After that, they're like, fuck you.
Why are you still on that?
Okay. Because I haven't told Maniacal.
Oh, Maniacal what?
There's a follower cap on TikTok. As soon as you hit 10K, you're done.
Oh, okay. You want to let's save that for once the 5-minute timer is up and we start this show.
I mean, chicken tenders and French fries.
So that's how the pre-show starts, with EJ eating tendies and fries.
Yeah, I'll show you. If
I
you
mean,
want.
I
They're
can
pretty
crack
good.
a ginger ale if you want.
Oh,
Please don't.
please. Oh, wait, no. You don't like the when
No,
Yeah.
you won't be able to hear it on the mic. I just want to get a drink.
Well, if you want to get a drink, get a drink. I'm just saying, can you not sit there and on stream?
No, I'm not gonna do that. Besides, I have noise suppression. You can't pick it up.
if you don't sip ginger ale, you're a different being.
Dude, there was this one time like my mom bought this like these different flavors of ginger ale, and like cranberry ginger ale is amazing.
You know they have iced tea ginger ale out right now.
They
Shit's
fucking do?
gas. Yeah, this shit is gas.
Oh my god, I kind of want to try that now.
This fucking. Oh wait, no, wrong person. No, that shit is gas. I had a waterfall. Like when my friend first opened it, I like got a waterfall real quick. That shit was gas.
Is that good or bad?
It's good.
Oh yeah, it's not an age thing. It's the fact that he's from New York. Don't worry.
No, it's not. It's not doing with age. It's I'm a mechanic, so when you say something's gas, like you don't want to drink gas. It's not. It don't taste good. The gas does not taste good.
You've
I
been
remember
in a scenario
upstate.
where you've had gas in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was ripping out my gas tank for my car, it splashed.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it wasn't like intentional. Like, I wonder what this tastes like. It was like, oh god, there's gas in my mouth.
Oh my.
Remember upstate, I had chicken masala for the first time with my India friends. I don't know how to properly address this, but
Yeah, for those of you who have come into the stream already, this is the whole night. This is what I'm gonna do my best to guide us down a path, but this right here is what you get.
these fries are good. You know, there's like Roblox worlds where it's just like the hood and you just shoot people up. Why not?
You have gang wars in fucking
Roblox?
You can. I've seen videos of it. That shit is so funny.
Because here's the thing, I can imagine a Roblox drive-by. I don't know why, but I can imagine it.
Nah, that shit is funny.
So
Yeah,
what is it? Is it like purple and green aliens, or is it actual like Bloods and Crips?
It's
It's a bunch of-
close.
It's a bunch of 10-year-olds pretending to be hoodlums.
There are a lot of adults who play Roblox, believe it or not.
That concerns me.
I
Well,
mean, yeah.
actually, no. I mean, because there's a lot of adults that play Minecraft. I play
Yeah.
Minecraft, so.
Who else is gonna teach these kids how to play FPS games? I'm gonna hop on Bad Business and shit on them.
Oh my god.
I remember one time I was playing COD, some kid was trying to talk shit to me and I shut him down. And then he started to cry and I was like, yeah, I feel the pain.
Have you ever watched that that clip of that kid getting permission from his mom to call a dude the N-word?
Yeah. He's like, Mom.
We're live. We are. Just keep in mind, guys. We are.
I wasn't tempting it. I just wanted to ask if you knew about that.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna
Because it was
repeat
also in a COD lobby.
Anyways, Hello and welcome to Wednesdays at the Lich Lounge. Due to scheduling issues, we are now going to be doing these on Wednesday. I know most people are used to Sunday, but we are going to be here. Zeno, unfortunately, will not be able to join us, so you have me as captain of this soon-to-be sunken ship. Tonight, I am joined by my guest. Let's start at the top of the list. EJ, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Ding. Why is it always when I get called, I have food in my mouth?
Because you're not supposed to have food in your mouth when we start these things.
Hi, I'm EJ. I stream at EJ underscore who else. I don't know what I play now. I just do whatever the fuck I want. I was in Tuesday, but you'll see my debut a couple days later.
Okay, well, he gets his win back from choking to death. On to our next guest.
What is that?
That's you.
Is it EJ number two?
Sorry, I ate a whole pizza before this shit started.
A whole
You
pizza.
all are,
A whole pizza.
you all are so unprofessional.
I speed ran that bitch. My name is Hive. I go by King Doll. In the Tuesday group, I already miss EJ so much. But yeah, I play
That
on
brings
Tuesday.
us.
Sad face.
Okay. Lovely. And that brings us to the third guest.
Hi, I'm Young Dagu, aka Dean, and I play Mighty Fish in Thursday group.
And I am your gracious host, Maniacal. I was once part of Saturday group known as William Finnick, but unfortunately that is no more. And welcome once again to the lounge. So, gentlemen, tonight's topic is really no topic. We are here basically just to shoot the shit, see how things go. EJ, you actually mentioned something before we got started in the pre-show. Dean, you're echoing.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, how am I echoing?
Which one am
Well,
I?
you were. No, Dean was reverb. Anyways, EJ, in the pre-show, you were talking about how TikTok has a follower cap.
Yeah, man. So TikTok's my thing. I find it enjoyable. Damn it. But yeah, as soon as you hit 10K followers, like I tried to follow other people and it was like, nope, you've hit the limit on following people. And I'm like, really?
Oh, so it's only a limit of how many people you can follow.
Wait,
Yeah.
you follow 10,000 people?
Yeah, wait, hold up. Yeah, why are you?
To hit a cap, it implies that you've reached it.
Yeah, which means you. Do you even see all that content?
Majority of it. It's a very weird amalgamation. Like
You
I
do
remember
realize your feed is like tailored to like what you've watched.
yeah,
I don't know what your follows look like.
yo,
Which
I
means-
watch one funny e-girl video and then for like the rest of like my next week it's just all e-girls and I'm just like, please show me
Yeah,
the
because
Pokemon
it's
cards
tailored
again.
for it.
Man, I don't want to see these women. I want to see men opening up cardboard.
You don't want to see these women because your girlfriend will castrate you if she finds out.
Okay. Besides that,
Damn, EJ caught in 4K. Wait till this VOD gets released.
I'm not. I skip past and I try to get to the cardboard. I speed run fucking TikTok. That's it being
cardboard.
It'd be a funny video of like a girl and she's like where her boyfriend are doing dumb shit. I'm like, haha, and I like it. And then TikTok's like, well, you've sealed your fate. There's no escaping this one.
You know what's funny is he'll sit there and speed run it, trying to get to the cardboard. He'll get to the cardboard and it'll trick him. It's like, ha, we tricked you. It's an e-girl cardboard. And you're like,
that happened to me. There was a girl
God.
with Funko Pops. And I was like, ooh, Funko Pops. And then like I kept on seeing her and I was like, who is she? And then I went and I was like, oh,
like,
Okay,
That'll
I
do it
had
too.
I just had this idea, but it requires me to give you context. I
Go
I
ahead.
found like this thing about or I found a video about TikTok that I thought was really interesting. Um TikTok
this
has a
video?
thing. I can't remember the
The
title of the
algorithm.
video. Something like that. Apparently how the algorithm is like tailored to you is that it acknowledges everything about the first interaction you deal with on your first video. It recognizes how long you watched a video, if you were interested or not, how soon did you scroll past it if you go back to it, and it records all that to tailor the rest of your feed around what you experienced throughout the thing. So I had an idea where like you make a fresh account and it's an any percent speed run to find like the kind of content you watch without actually looking up the content you watch.
And did you happen to see this video about TikTok on TikTok?
No. What? I watch things on YouTube. What do you think I am?
EJ?
What
do you
does
think
that
I am,
imply?
EJ?
Bitch.
It implies that you have a problem.
Look, I watch TikTok when like I'm on the train or the bus, and I travel a lot to work. So a lot of
See, that's your
times being
problem. You you have too much free time.
what do you mean too much free time? I'm on the bus.
Yeah, you're on a bus. Play a Game Boy. So you have options that aren't TikTok.
I know I have
But he just
options.
likes it.
Damn, I can't like
Well,
when I'm on
yeah,
the bus.
and honestly, there really isn't anything. I don't know what's the
I'm
deal
not a
with
cringy
TikTok.
TikTok kid. I'm not one of
Um,
Yeah.
those.
the thing about TikTok for me is that it just makes me very depressed because when you watch it for too long, it just sucks all the life out of you.
Thanks,
Uh,
kid.
Oh, what the fuck are you watching on there? Oh my god.
well, the thing is, my problem with TikTok is like you can't really control what pops up on there.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
do okay, Mr. 10K followers who has
No,
no organization whatsoever.
no. You look up. You go to the search bar and you look up like hashtag blah blah blah, and then you'll just start seeing a fuck ton of it.
Not really,
You
but
mess with the algorithms.
yeah, whatever.
Oh my god! I just pulled a shining magic card. Let's go.
You pulled a shiny magic
Let's
card,
go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm opening Pokemon cards.
and
Wait till that
I
evolves into a Gyarados.
yeah, or evolves into him doing it on TikTok and freaking out about a shiny magic card.
In the
Joke's on
middle of
you.
a
I
live
already did it
stream.
on TikTok. You'll
Joke's
never
on you.
find my
I'm
TikTok.
already cringe.
Actually, I can't say that. That's really depressing.
God damn! Am I only really gonna get one card from this?
Yeah, I'd imagine. Booster packs are supposed to come with 8 cards, aren't they?
Well, I'm opening the 25th anniversary ones, and those come with 4.
Oh, that's your problem. You're opening packs with so little cards.
Yeah, but like if you get a hit, you get a hit.
Don't ask for returns on something so weak. Buy the giant like packs
Bitch,
of new.
you were weak.
Buy the massive packs that everyone like sells out immediately.
Well,
Okay,
I already
okay, I
go.
gotta ask this. Uh, what is the deal with card opening and booster
It
pack? Like,
it's mostly profit. It's
I'm
mostly
poor.
profit.
I can't open cards. It's entertaining.
I'm poor, so I fill my void by opening cards that I've spent shit tons of money on, and I wonder why I'm poor.
Um the
Sounds
idea
right.
is that because people play the TCG, they all cards just inherently have like value to
Value.
them,
Oh
especially
yeah,
because of how rare they can tend to be. So a
well,
lot
and
of
I get
people
that.
open
Like the
them
people,
for that.
yeah, like Dean, the people that play and are like really into it. I get why they do it, but I mean, like, there's people out there who do it to like show how they can flip a profit. I'm like, why? Why is that your motivation to do this? Like,
No,
I mean,
cards just go
also
burger.
remember that there's like well, okay, I don't know how to explain it in any other way than this, but like there's a common thing in like sneaker communities where you can flip like a
Oh.
shoelace into like high-end shoes that you can trade for lots of money.
Yes,
The idea
I've seen
is
it.
that you can take something really small and build off of that to make a bigger profit. The only issue is that you're only in it for profit. And I think that kind of sucks because I like playing games, and knowing that a card can be very expensive just because people want to derive profit from it really sucks. But at the same time, I'm not buying like old school trading cards from the 90s.
Yeah, because within the car community, not the card community, but the car community,
Boom,
um,
boom.
yeah, um, most of the time when you are seeking out a car, you're seeking it out because it's something you like, and when you're trying to do it just a profit, you usually get shit on pretty hard because no one in the car community likes car dealers because car dealers are like
Dickheads.
complete, yeah, they're kind of scum. Like if you've seen like the markups and stuff that they've done for vehicles, they're like eight
Crazy.
years 8 years old is insane. So like when you basically are part of the car community and you're only in the car community for profit, you're kind of looked at a little sketchy. So like in the card community, I'm wondering, is that kind of the same thing? Like if someone's
Yeah. I've gone to so many card shops where shit was just marked up, and it's like, all right, if it's a hard set, sometimes marking up is understandable, but then you got to know like MSRP, because if this box sells for $50 like retail and he's selling it for 80, there have been moments where I've like went into card shops and I was like, why is it so expensive? He's like, I bought it for retail, and I was like, just make a $20 profit or like
I
a $10 profit. I fucking like cursed out card vendors because they're just such dickheads.
There's like two instances that I can talk about. One of them was like funny enough, it was a TikTok where like somebody went through the entire state of Indiana going to card shops just to buy out every single like place that sells Pokemon trading cards, and his pull had like, I think like 2 3 like rare Charmanders and a few other cards. But like the idea is that the fun comes from getting like really lucky with your packs, but also
Yeah.
you can flip them for profit. Like I
Oh.
like one of the things that I've been trying to do it well, mostly as a styling thing, but I wanted to get into like Nike Dunks. I think they look really nice and I like them. The only
No, you
problem
should.
is that there's a common
Expensive.
practice within like sneaker guys where people just bought like the site, and they make bots that basically like
Auto
do
spam.
the yeah, they buy them automatically for you so that you have like the shoes from the
70
drop.
pairs. Yeah.
And what people do is like they mass hoard them so that they can ride the profit of the shoe being released while everyone can't get a shoe because they were instantly bought out. And I really wanted these pair of like, well, they're called pandas, but it's just a black and white Nike Dunk. I really like that, and I really want those. And when they were restocking them, I was really happy. But the moment I got the chance to buy them, they instantly sold out, and I hated it because there was no way I could have gotten it because most likely they bought it, and there was nothing I could do about it.
Yeah, that does fucking suck. That's happened to me. Believe it or not, the dual disc I bought, the this is a recent birthday purchase for myself, but the 25th anniversary like of Yu-Gi-Oh, they released like the old school like OG Battle City dual disc, and instantly online that shit was bought out, and I was pissed because I wanted one as a kid and I was never able to get one. Now that I had adult money, I could do whatever the fuck I wanted, and instantly gone. I had it open on my PC, my phone, my iPad, my fucking PS4. Gone instantly.
And it's so scalping seems to be a huge problem with but it okay, so scalping doesn't seem to be as big of a problem from what I've heard so far from you guys. Scalping doesn't seem to be a whole big problem in the card collecting community, but like within the memorabilia of like fashion,
It's a
like
problem everywhere.
yeah,
I mean,
Like,
the
I
thing
think
is that with in terms of cards, it usually messes up the physical TCG, not the actual TCG itself, because the company still makes a profit from people
Really?
buying the cards and stuff. The only problem is that say you do local tournaments, well, guess what? The cards you want to build the deck that you like specialize in will probably cost you a pretty penny just because they're a lot harder to find, and buying them outright costs a lot of money. Like the fact that some cards are so rare and so like overpowered that some can go up to like $50 for a single card is incredible to me.
But also, isn't wouldn't scalping in the trading card uh community be a little harder because you don't because like with PS5 fashions anything like you know what you're getting, you know what you're scalping, you like because like PS5s, you know you're getting a PS5 when you mass order these. When you mass order these cards, you have to basically run the risk of you might not get anything, and that gamble fucked you over financially.
Yeah, that's why trading cards have always been a form of loot box, but we basically accepted it because that's just kind of how things were.
Yeah, but the thing about loot boxes digitally is that digital content can be taken from you at any moment.
Oh yeah.
As for cards, you have physical cards. Like you own those cards. The only way those are getting stolen from you is if someone comes up to you and goes, "Hey, bitch, give me those cards." That's so like there's a difference between like a physical loot box to where you get a monetary gain from what you paid money to what you paid money to did not get what you want, and then out of nowhere someone can just come and take all of that because like if you paid a lot of money into Blizzard's loot boxes, EA's loot boxes, and they banned you to where you can't use that anymore, they basically stole your money. They basically said, hey, thanks for all the money, now fuck off.
Also, side note, EJ, dual discs on StockX go for $186. Or if you zoom there.
Yeah. So but it's funny, I've never really heard of scalping in the car community. I've just heard of like people being really shitty about what they offer for cars.
I think in terms of scalping, I think it mostly comes down to like the recent card limits that people have been getting, mostly because of um how
Alexa,
dangerous it is for
turn off all
like
my
people
lights,
to
please.
just like
Okay.
okay, it comes down to that whole situation where like people started getting into fights just because they were trying to get cards, and that really sucks because why would you ever fist fight someone over a box of cards? I mean, realistically, no, that makes sense to us, but to these guys, it's either they play the TCG or they're in it for a profit. So yeah, they would fight people for it.
I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of what was the story about some dude who was trying to scalp PS5s and he ended up getting his ass beat because like a community of people found out he had them, and so they just all went and beat his ass and took him.
Fuck that guy.
I have not heard of this at all.
I don't know. It was like one of those internet news stories. I was scrolling past. I read the title. It's like man beaten by a community for PS5s. I was like, oh, that sounds like an interesting story, but I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of? Popeye's chicken sandwich. Remember the guy that died over that?
Oh my god, that was such a weird thing that happened. Okay, some context. I
Please.
forgot I forgot what year it was, but basically Popeyes released a chicken sandwich, and it was so overhyped that people
It was
were
2020, by the way.
yeah, okay, 2020. It was so hyped that um people were getting into like
Fist
conflict, like
fights.
getting into altercations, fighting people, crashing each other's cars. They just really wanted a goddamn chicken sandwich on a menu that I don't
They
even
want
eat
that
from.
chicken sandwich.
I mean, look, okay, from what I'm told, it's an all right chicken sandwich. I've never tried it and I don't care to because I'm pretty sure they don't sell it them anymore. But
Nah,
like,
they still sell it, and it's
Still sell it.
fucking gas. It's fucking
okay,
gas. It's
but
really good.
here's the thing: the fact that like so many people fought over a chicken sandwich can probably tell you how like desperate some people can get over some of the littlest things. I mean, sure, I'm pretty sure all of us have like one thing we can go on about for hours. But the thing is that it's something we invest time into. Who the hell is gonna spend like an hour explaining how good a chicken sandwich is?
Food reviewers.
I mean, yeah, but it's a chicken sandwich. Okay. Out of all the chicken sandwiches they could have eaten, what makes Popeyes any better?
Well, that was probably the point. And the thing is the people that were probably losing their absolute minds about is probably the food reviewers. Is like people that were like, "Hey, I gotta get one of these chicken sandwiches so I can compare it to all the other dozens of chicken sandwiches I've tasted, so I can put it in an order list." And then there's
Like
and then there
you
was
got to
this,
think about it. Like it's this simple. Like it's crazy how like simple a food can be, and like people go crazy. It's literally just like it's bread, some like spicy mayo sauce, some pickles, and some like really well made chicken actually. And
I
like
break it.
see, I
it's
was
just that good.
waiting.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I break into your house in the middle of the night. I grab you by your shirt. Wake up! The McRib is back.
Like simple food is simple food, but like it's complex in the way it tastes.
See, I was waiting for Hive. Like I saw Hive was muted, but I'm like, he's gonna join in. Hive has got to have an opinion. Like, if anyone is a food reviewer here, it's Hive. I don't know what it is about Hive, but he always has something to say
Like
about food.
I quite like the Popeyes chicken sandwich. The only one you should get is the spicy one because that's where all the flavor really is because it's all in the sauce. Like, and
See,
and like
Hive, you do
it's
realize I
the
hate spicy
sauce.
food.
Oh well,
it's
I'm sorry.
like okay, but I actually like spicy chicken sandwiches. Like Hive, like on a scale of 1 to uh 10, like what, like because I've had like Wendy's spicy chicken sandwiches, McDonald's, Burger King's, uh had Chick-fil-A's one. Like where does it rank between all of that?
I still think Popeyes is the best. Like
It's like
fast
top
food
tier,
wise, yeah.
top tier, like top tier spicy chicken sandwich. Like
Yeah.
is it gonna make your eyes water, or is it like that spice that has taste?
Yeah, it like it has taste. It's not
Is it
like
gonna make you bust?
it won't hurt you spicy. Like it actually tastes good.
Yeah.
You know.
And for those of you who are wondering, there are different types of spicy. Like there's spicy that is just there to be hot and cause pain, but there's spicy that has like like has heat to it, but it has a good taste. Am I right in that, Hive?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in like because McDonald's spicy, I would have to say that one is just there for heat. Like there really isn't
Oh
much.
yeah.
There
Yeah, there's
isn't
not
much
much to it.
taste. Yeah, it's like it's mostly heat. So
They should just stick to the McChicken. That's
yeah, like
I mean, a McChicken can go a long way.
McChicken go hard.
like the crispy McChicken with the spicy sauce. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm really upset that they removed the buttermilk crispy chicken and replaced it with this like kind of mid chicken sandwich.
It's okay. Like I said, like with the spicy sauce. Again, I don't know what it is about McDonald's and doing spicy things. It's always just heat. It's always like pure heat. But like when you have like good, when you have a chicken that, like when you have a chicken patty that like kind of melds its juices into that spicy sauce, it works. It's okay.
I mean, I didn't even know that there was a difference because everything I know about spicy stuff is heat.
Yeah. Well, no, there's like when you say spicy, it's like it's because it's got like a kick. It's got like a bit of a tang or a tingle to it. So like there's spicy that's like just there for like a ghost pepper. Like there's no taste to a ghost pepper. It is just pure fucking heat. Like there's like if you have ever bitten into a ghost pepper, it's just like chewing on like rubber, I get. Like there's no real flavor to it. You're just experiencing heat.
Because I get that
Like it,
taste from like my dad. I can't really stand like spicy stuff.
yeah, like I don't eat much spicy stuff because some of it is just heat. But there's just sometimes it's like, oh yeah, there's some good spicy stuff. We went from trading cards to food real fucking quick.
Dude, you do not know how often this happens whenever I'm like talking to a friend.
Yeah, how conversations just go like, how the hell we go from talking? Because we actually started on talking about TikTok with hot girls to trading cards to food.
I mean, it's not stopping us.
No.
And speaking of trading cards or like TCGs in general, there's only like two games I can go really big brain, like two types of games I can go really big brain in. And those are like fighting games and fucking TCGs, bro. So I hit Plat Master Duel, and that
I
is
like
a
how-
completely different beast in like any of the other rings. Those are the people that play that shit in real life, and it is so hard. Like, oh my god.
Okay, I
It is
like how
literally either 2-turn duels or 3-turn duels, and you better fucking be on your biggest brain. Like,
well, it's not even Yu-Gi-Oh! I would have to say used to be big brain. Now you have so many fancy ass cards that you just have to know which cards are in your deck and hope for the god that you draw them your first turn, or else your whole game is fucked.
yeah,
I mean-
I know if I can live until like turn 3, or if I don't get anything turn 2, or like turn 4, I can win. And plus, I
So
put this epic little card in my extra deck called fucking Zeus. EJ will know about this one. And that is the biggest brain thing I did, because you can detach a material from your Xyz monster and like clear the board
oh,
and just
right.
resets the whole thing.
Uh, I don't have chat up. Whoops.
Oh, bro.
Whoops. It is. uh, Also, real quick, my co-host, who is unfortunately unable to be here tonight, suggests that if Yu-Gi-Oh is starting to become stale to you, try Runeterra. It's pretty good. Uh, I don't have access to what has already showed up in chat.
Yeah, Runeterra's pretty fun too, but I don't know. I wouldn't say Runeterra's as big brain as Yu-Gi-Oh! Hot take here, but
I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh's big brain though. Hive, that's what
it
I'm trying to
is.
tell you. No, it is
Dude,
luck. It is just
the
you
fact
put a deck
that people
together and
made it to where you can win in like one turn or two is like
no,
giant.
that's not like there's no big brain in that. That's just you read a card and go, okay, this card does that. And if I put that here, all I have to do is last until these turns. Boom, I win.
Yu-Gi-Oh is
no-
like the equivalent to speed chess. Like
No, it's not, it used to be the equivalent of the speed chest where you
no,
and your opponent
Yu-Gi-Oh
would
is
have
so
cards and you had to
slow.
figure out how to combo those as you drew. Not just something that you just go, okay, in 3 turns I win.
Old Yu-Gi-Oh, like 80-year-olds could play that shit and like it'd be fine, but like it was so slow. They're
Uh,
like,
Whatever.
Hive,
I'm going back to playing Magic the Gathering.
yeah. Also,
oh
Hive,
god,
I think Xeno might have some.
I
He has
love
a few
Runeterra.
words.
I love Runeterra, but it's listen, it's not that big, bro.
For those of you who can't see this, my co-host is saying is Runeterra is absolutely where big brain plays can happen. Also, new expansion coming out for it. New keywords. What? New keywords. Anyways,
Xena should just get sponsored at this point. I don't know why
It's
he
like it's
doesn't.
legitimately like a good game, but I just prefer Yu-Gi-Oh.
I play Magic because I used to play it in high school.
I tried getting into Magic once, and if anything, Magic the Gathering is probably the only card game I would return to besides Pokemon. But even Pokemon's gotten.
It's
But the
just that
thing is,
it's just that every TCG always has like their own set of like rules and gimmicks. Like
okay,
games like Hearthstone and
Oh
Runeterra
gosh.
make sense because they have like their formats, their stylings, and have their own set combos. Magic the Gathering has tons of different archetypes, different styles in which you play, and different types of creatures you can use to play the game. And I think that's really interesting to me. And
Yeah.
the only difference between that and Yu-Gi-Oh is that Yu-Gi-Oh is a combo TCG. It's built on being able to stack different cards to do the thing you want it to do, which is why it's so difficult to play as a newcomer, because then you have to either fall into the meta or find a way around the meta to play the game.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Basically, like you said, it's a combo game. Yu-Gi-Oh went from being card chess to fucking Tekken card game, where all it is combos.
No, it's Marvel 3 at this point, or it's Marvel
Yeah.
2 at this point.
All it is you putting together combos and then boom, you win. That's all it is. Yu-Gi-Oh is just a fighting game now. There is no real strategy to it.
I mean, there are like
There's tons of strategy.
there's plenty of one turns that exist. The only problem is that like you still have like uh I guess the concept of luck, because you still have to draw your cards. Or
Yeah,
at least hope that you start off your hand with like a decent with like the cards you need to start your combos.
yeah, I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh is just, I feel like they had a strong base of what it is, and then they started doing all this weird fucking combination shit. Like, I haven't seen Magic the Gathering do it yet. I don't even think Pokemon does it. Pokemon has evolution, yeah. But
The thing
Yu-Gi-Oh
is
is
that
like,
Magic and Pokemon don't need it.
yeah. And that's what I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh has become. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh has basically started trying to be like Pokemon and Magic the Gathering in one. They're like, it's like someone in a boardroom was like, hey, we have a strong concept for our card game, but what if we started doing, what if we started applying what other card games are doing? Like evolving our monsters or making combos that basically combine monsters.
Yo, XC summon? Right?
I will, I will stab. I want to stab the person who retconned XC summons into the Yu. Like, hey, what if we did a combo thing?
That's my entire deck, XC summon.
Like, because
This
there
isn't
used
probably good for Xeno because his deck is mostly built around fusion summons.
and the thing is fusion like fusion card, like there was a card for that. And and like Gen 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh, you had what was known as a fusion card, and you could only do it for like a certain monster. Now you could do it with every type of monster, and you could do it within 5 fucking turns, going like, I have summoned this.
5
Like,
turns,
cool.
more like 1 turn.
Exactly. Fucking horse shit.
Yeah. Let's
It used to be
go,
you had
dude.
It used to be you had to fucking sit there and draw cards. Go, okay, I've got the fusion card. Let me draw this one. Okay, let me think. Do I need to do this now? Later? No. Now it's just like, all right, it's my turn. I've summoned. I've won. I attack you directly.
Like,
What?
Yu-Gi-Oh is the anime card game, bro. It's like they're literally the way you play it is anime as hell. Like, crazy.
I I think what Yu-Gi-Oh kind of had to do was every new format kind of added a new cog in how you played the game. And they also have to sort of balance the game around like their new styles, because obviously when you have things like
Yeah,
synchro summons, exceed summons, and now link summons, all of them sort of have to like coexist but also still be functional. Like I'm not going to be like, okay, I've been upset before about this topic, but I'm going to admit it exists and I have to live with it. I'm not going to get mad at a game for being a game. Like people obviously enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not going to front that. It's just that a game always has to sort of balance itself around its new gimmicks and its new like formats, because if it doesn't, then it's adding new features for the sake of features. And
Okay.
that's not really what the game does. Like, obviously, it sucks to play it sometimes, because then you have people who, like, oh, they have everything they need in their hand. They're going to do everything they need to do. By then, I'm going to have one turn, and then they'll just wipe my field by the next turn. I get that. But people still play it because they think it's fun, and I'm not going to say that they're wrong for doing so.
No, they're not wrong. I'm just saying why I don't like it. If you love Yu-Gi-Oh and you like to play Yu-Gi-Oh, good for you. That is something you found that, you know, gets you up at night, gets you up for the day. That's great. That's awesome. I'm just saying why I don't like it. My problem with Yu-Gi-Oh is they let something happen that Pokemon didn't let happen. Is they let their anime dictate how their card game plays. As for Pokemon, they didn't let their anime dictate how their video game played.
Oh no, trust me, character decks and Yu-Gi-Oh are fucking ass. That the anime does not dictate shit.
No,
Oh,
anime
yeah.
dictates like the new
It-
gimmicks.
Isn't there like a whole like thing about like Yu-Gi-Oh the anime like actually breaking the rules of the actual TCG?
Oh yeah, all the time,
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
fucking time.
Yeah. Which I
Like
find fucking
motherfuckers in
hilarious.
like Yu-Gi-Oh in the anime were playing like how motherfuckers do now, bro. It would not last. Like, the episodes would not last as long as they did.
It takes 2 episodes to finish a duel, maybe even
Yeah.
3 if they haven't concluded it.
Yeah, it takes me fucking 10 minutes to finish a duel. You know how
Damn,
fast that is? You know how
damn,
fast-
Kaiba 1 turns Yugi in the tournament.
I mean, I think like there were some filler episodes where Yugi did that. He just one turned some motherfuckers and everyone was like, what the fuck just happened?
I mean, he did have Exodia at one point in his card game career. Well, the thing is that like you always have to separate Yugi from Yami, but at the same time, they're I can't remember that much from the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. I don't even know like the specifics of it.
Yugi was just a vessel for uh the Pharaoh. That's how I know him. And like
Pretty
Yugi
much.
didn't do shit. All Yugi did was carry on a fucking gold puzzle and fucking get summon the
I
Pharaoh to do his.
no,
That was like
I watched this really funny video by Solid JJ. He did a video about Yu-Gi-Oh, and he made a joke where like Kaiba realizes that Yugi was was using Yami, and he's like wait, am I dueling against the possessed soul of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh? Because that's been tournament banned since a million years ago.
but like watching like thinking about it now, like Yu-Gi-Oh, like the first generation of Yu-Gi-Oh, watching that is like the equivalent of watching a little kid pick fights with someone and then have their big brother finish the fight.
Yeah. I noticed in chat that Skittle says well just newcomers in most TCGs. The thing is that a small little tidbit about Magic. There's 2 main formats, and it's modern and standard. Modern is when people can use whatever cards they want to build the decks that they want. Standard refers to like people doing competitive, which is usually built around like the most recent formats, meaning that when you move on to another format, the previous format is no longer standard, so you don't really use that. Well, maybe it works a lot differently, but the thing is that like with Yu-Gi-Oh, all cards are the standard. You're not punished for using really overpowered cards. However, in like more competitive TCGs, there are rule subset. Like I remember like from this one video talking about like balance in card games. There used to be a Yu-Gi-Oh card called like Turtle Cannon, and basically what it does is when you sacrifice a monster to Turtle Cannon, um their attack points are turned into like a direct attack.
Yeah.
So the combo is you have multiple very heavy attack based monsters. You put it in Turtle Cannon and you can basically one shot your opponent. The only problem is that when one person uses Turtle Cannon, everyone has to use Turtle Cannon because it becomes unfair to play against it because you can easily get one turn by Turtle Cannon. But that's like probably an older format of Yu-Gi-Oh. Obviously now
Oh yeah.
that's not going to work in a modern sense, but you get the idea. There's always a lot of balancing that needs to go around in making certain games or certain TCGs in general. Um, it's kind of why I found like Magic so interesting because funny thing, in high school I used to know this guy who would build decks that made absolutely no sense and yet he would still win. Like I bought a deck off this guy and I brought it to one of my teachers who also played a lot of Magic, and he was so confused about what cards were in it because they made no sense. But the guy who I got it from still won with it because it didn't matter if like the synergies didn't make sense. He still got the result that he wanted.
I like
And
how.
I just think that that little tidbit is like really interesting
Oh,
because I think what goes into a TCG that makes it last really long is how well people can like take the cards that exist and the more recent formats and be able to just make like really interesting combos together. Even though I don't know a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh, there's still a lot of nuance that goes into Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not going to deny that it takes some skill to actually know how to do the things you do. It's just that to me, a complete smooth brain to the game, it looks like someone pulled out 4 cards in one turn because they had everything in their hand. But I can understand how much effort goes into learning how to play a game, especially when there's more to it than what you might not have realized. I mean, I
Runeterra.
Yeah.
yeah, because
So,
because a game can still have
just
a lot of mechanics and stuff.
yeah, really quick, I just want to clarify this. I like how tonight I was like, "Hey, it's random night, no topic," and somehow almost the whole podcast has been about TCGs. I
Yeah.
don't know how this happened. I was hoping to like we get like multiple topics, but apparently we had a lot to say about TCGs.
Yeah. I
We
can
had a lot
tell
that we
you
needed
the
to get off
reason
our
why
chest.
I like you. I can tell you why I like Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's exactly why people don't like it. Because it's very fast, very unforgiving, and you always need to be on your A game. Because if you
So
fuck up, you're done.
Kind of like Dark Souls.
a little bit.
Yeah,
That
it's
explains
literally
why Hive likes it.
so you so the TCG you so we sit right here. We sit right here. You use the fucking dark. So the TCG and like so I went into Master Duel not knowing a fucking thing about Yu-Gi-Oh, and now I'm probably one of the best duelists in my fucking friend group, and these are people who win tournaments and like
Oh
go to
god.
tournaments and shit. You know, I don't even play a
And
meta deck. I play a rogue deck which can go against meta decks. And
Hive
like
and the Yu-Gi-Oh! So he could
I play
point down
probably one of the
on
most
people.
one of the more annoying
He
yeah.
bullied
I
people for
probably
their
play one of
lunch
the more
money.
annoying rogue decks because like I my cards will put your fucking cards back in your deck, like shuffle them back into your deck, not your graveyard or banish them. They go back into your fucking deck so you can't even use them. And then my cards, when they go to the graveyard, they go back to my deck so I can use them again against you and do the same thing over and over again until I fucking win.
I feel like Hive's the kind of guy at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Like if he absolutely just trounces someone, he just takes their deck and throws it in the trash and go like, that deck was ass. I don't know why the fuck you playing for that shit. You get the fuck out.
Okay,
Listen, I am a
okay, listen. I don't
Bro.
know how old you guys are to know this, but have you ever heard of the show All Grown Up?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I have. That is,
Okay, no, I needed to
grew up
ask
with
because
All
I don't
Grown Up.
know. I didn't know. Okay,
Dude.
there was there was an episode of All Grown Up where they had like their own unique TCG, and there was like this one bully character who
Yeah.
used one card and he beat everyone and took their cards. And I thought that was like the
God.
funniest thing ever.
Dude, I remember that episode because it came out when I was into Yu-Gi-Oh, and it was called "You Gotta Go." That was the that was the name of the all grown up card game. You gotta go.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
I thought that was really funny how like he pulls up, he tries to play the game, and then someone just puts down one card and then immediately loses.
Well, the whole episode is Chucky. Uh, everyone was playing, and he's like, he had no idea what it was, and he gets a deck from Angelica, and he goes and tries, and then he gets hooked on it. Angelica basically becomes his drug dealer, hooking him up with cardboard crack.
God.
And he goes from knowing nothing, like Chucky goes from knowing nothing about the game to being the best player on campus, to where he is just wrecking people. And he becomes a card shark. Like he starts taking cards. He's like, you don't deserve these. I was like, what is happening to this kid?
The power went to his head.
Yeah, it was like,
But no,
oh,
I just think it's really funny. I don't know why. Because funny enough, I think it's okay. Have you ever heard of the show Chaotix?
yes, that was a good show.
I actually had the cards to that game.
I never had cards, but I liked the
I
show. It was an
I
interesting
love the
concept.
show so much that I actually did track down like physical card packs from the show.
which
And
didn't which
and it-
didn't make sense to me because in the show it was all done digitally. Like there was no physical cards.
no,
Like
there
you
was.
No, not in the show. The show wasn't. The show didn't have physical cards. In the show, you had what was known as a scanner, like, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
basically
but
stored all.
the thing is they did use physical cards. It's just that the whole show based around them being able to play the game virtually.
Well, no, like yes, they could. No, from the first episode, it showed them in their school's computer lab using their scanners to play the card game on their computers. Like they had no physical decks. Like you had like your cards were uh in your scanner, and then you had to port your cards from your scanner to the computer, which is why I found it fascinating, is because uh and then how it works is you basically your subconscious would go to the virtual world. It Chaotix was basically SAO before SAO is the
Yeah.
best way I can describe that.
The funny thing was is that I also had a tin that looked like a scanner. I thought that was really funny to me.
Oh yeah, because that's what it was trying to suggest is like because I think what it was is they were trying to develop it to where the game worked like in the show, to where you would buy this scanner and you would scan like barcodes or something like you would scan certain things and you would get cards, or like you
the
had to.
the main gimmick was that there were codes on each individual card that was unique to that card. So if you ever bought a pack of chaotic cards and you played the game online, you could insert that individual card into your deck virtually. I knew that because I actually played the online game.
Yeah, I wish I would have because it was an interesting concept of a card game. Like it was simple. Like if you really thought about it, like the card game itself was simple, but uh it became a lot more like if the card game worked like the way it was worked in the show, it was actually a way more complex card game because your cards were basically your power-ups. Like you basically fought.
You had your characters, you had your attacks, you had your was it Mugix? It wasn't magic, it was something else.
It was music. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, yeah. They had their music. Every episode they like go into the actual world that Chaotix took place inside so they can scan different unique things to play the game in there. And I thought that was so cool because obviously a show is meant to be an advertisement for the game itself, but
That was a
I
very
was
different type of show, though.
yeah, but I was way too little to understand how the card game actually worked. I'm kind of upset that I didn't actually like I wasn't able to keep the cards to that game because I don't know where I left them. But if I ever got the chance to play it again, I would like to learn it just for the sake of like nostalgia. Because I rarely ever find enough people who know about that show because I used to watch a lot of 4Kids growing up. So knowing people who have watched similar shows to me is always really cool.
Yeah. Also, what can we play, Xeno?
Oh, he wants to ask if we can play Chaotix.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
on tabletop.
Oh fuck yes, hell yeah! If it's on table, yeah, hell yeah, dude, we gotta play that. Anyways, shit, what was I? Oh,
But should the chaotic monsters Yu-Gi-Oh?
Shut up.
Like, yo, check out this card game.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say my favorite episode from Chaotix is the one where the two characters, like the chick and one of the dudes, were like debating on who was better, female or male players, and I was like, oh, this should be interesting. And it ends with like the dude was using nothing but female characters and the chick was using nothing but male characters. I was like, huh. Like back then, I was like, huh. Didn't really answer your question.
Objectification?
Yeah, but it kind of was like a statement before its time because it was kind of talking how like a lot of people like to use the opposite gender when they play video games for some reason.
Right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's just
There isn't.
whatever.
I just like occasionally I do it too. It's like, you know, sometimes you want to play a badass female character that's whooping ass everywhere.
Yeah, but unlike me, sometimes I think for some reason most games usually have like better like choices of fashion for females more than men.
It depends.
Oh
on the
yeah, no,
game.
that's that is man.
Not even
now,
not
I
even
will-
like not even like a sex appeal thing. It's just that sometimes some clothes look a lot cooler on the
They just
female
be looking
characters.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, I will
like,
make this statement. It depends on the game. Like some, like I don't care if games put like sexually alluring outfits in games. What bugs me is like they don't do there's a standard to it. Like males don't get like sexually like sexualized clothes and female don't get like badass armors. I was like, and the reason why this bugs me is because sometimes I want to play like a sexually dressed male character in a game and I'm like, where the fuck's my skinny
Yes,
ass outfit, motherfuckers?
You play Conan the Barbarian.
like sometimes I want to play like sometimes I want to play a lady that's decked out in armor. Like, bro, come on.
Yeah.
Damn,
You
who
know?
knew this this chainmail set of bikini armor has 10 say it has 10 strength.
That's great.
I can't really think of like a game that properly does it. I mean, maybe like
I have to say Saints Row is probably one of the few games where your gender doesn't matter. You wear what the fuck you want to wear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Saints Row is like, you want to play a muscular dude who runs around in a dress? You fucking do it, champ. You be the best you fucking can be.
It's funny because I've started getting into Sunset Overdrive, and that's the same exact thing. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a male or female like item. Like you can wear whatever you want on your character. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I because I'll be honest, I've dressed in drag for like plays and stuff. You know, like there's nothing wrong with
Oh,
liking.
brother, this guy's talking about theater. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna stab you. I am the host. I have host privileges. I will fucking use them, motherfucker.
Make it as
Watch me.
make it poetic as fuck at least.
Yeah, watch me fucking end your existence.
Read Shakespeare as you like drill the knife deeper into me.
Thy
I
has
fucking hate
insulted me for the
Shakespeare. Holy
last
shit.
time. Now I send thee to the fucking shadow realm.
Or why couldn't they just say hell? Like, why'd they have to make the Shadow Realm, bro? Is hell that bad? Like,
I
Dude,
mean,
the sha-
kids are
the
watching it.
Shadow Realm sounds so much more badass than fucking hell. Like I'm sending you to hell.
that's
Like if
true.
someone says that, like if someone was to come up to me in the streets, they're like, "I'm about to send you to the Shadow Realm," I'd be like, "Oh God, that sounds worse. That sounds like a place of like I don't know. Sounds like purgatory, but worse."
Shakespeare's incredibly homoerotic. This is very fitting, bro.
I mean, she's not wrong.
I hated reading that shit, bro.
I don't
hated it.
read. I just don't read.
I don't read. No wonder you struggle in Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, because no, yeah.
Yeah, read this pendulum card.
No,
But
This- with this tiny ass
reading
text.
might
fuck
indeed
no.
one weakness.
Like you know that one Boondocks episode where like Uncle Ruckus pulls out a book. Read. read.
Yeah. No.
Isn't it the Bible he pulls out?
Yeah,
I don't
because
even know.
Stinkmeaner possessed Tom, and like they're trying to they're trying to do like an exorcist, like
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
right now, Boondock Saints is probably not the show we should be talking about.
We're not even talking about Boondock Saints. We're talking about the Boondocks.
Yeah, this is probably something we talk about here. It's probably, we don't talk about that here.
But no, I think I I I I don't even know where we left off. I just
I don't
No,
I don't either.
I don't even know.
Like we started off with random topics, got completely obsessed with TCGs for like the whole fucking show, and now just getting back to the point of doing random fucking topics. Like
all because we're making fun of the fact that I'm dyslexic.
well, we're both dyslexic, dumbass.
I know,
Uh,
but
I
it's
wouldn't
like
know.
reading shit.
Yeah, it's like we can't read. Like, what does it say? I don't know. Why? I'm dyslexic. I don't know how to read. What the fuck?
It's like that scene from like Penguins of Madagascar where he's like, it's an older code, I can't make it out. You higher mammal, can you read?
No, but Phil Kennedy's doing all sign language.
Yeah.
The
You can't read, but you understand sign language. What the fuck?
yeah, I don't understand.
That'd be a funny scene in a movie. It's like, we got a guy on the inside. Oh, good. Oh, not really. Why? He's dyslexic. Oh, shit.
Wait,
Fuck.
he's a hacker. What is he gonna do?
It's like,
Imagine a
Like-
dyslexic hacker. He's gonna have such a hard time looking through all that code.
oh, God. Imagine a dyslexic bomb diffuser. Like, how much time is left on the bomb? 3 minutes. No, 3 seconds.
Imagine a colorblind bomb diffuser.
Like, cut the green wire. They're all green.
What's green?
green?
They're all beige.
They're all a form of beige. Dude, if you really want to fuck with, like, if you're someone who's to plant a bomb, you really want to fuck with them. You just make them all the same color.
Oh my god. Like I know the joke about like cut the red wire. All of them are red wires.
Like, they're all red. Well, it's been an hour, guys. I think we've exhausted tonight's podcast. So, with that being said, thank you everyone so much for tuning on in. It is always a pleasure to having you watch and join us. If you enjoyed today's content, be sure to support our Xenos channel. Sorry, I'm trying to read a script here. As we all know, we just discussed it very in depth. Why that's a problem. Be sure to support Xenos channel by following and subscribing on Twitch. For more stream notifications, possibly chances to participate, and content polls, follow Xeno Twitter, check out the TikTok. And wait, we have a TikTok?
He has a TikTok.
He has a TikTok?
Yes.
Since when did he have-
Yeah.
I never knew he had a TikTok.
He's actually he had me follow his TikTok just so he could send me a post on TikTok.
And join the Undead Legion in Discord, where we all hang out after streams. I don't know if you want to hang out with people like us. For previous VODs, check out the Xeno Lynch YouTube channel. Be safe and have a good night, guys.